Peace, family. It's your brother Marc Lamont Hill joining you live Sunday, February 4th on the Marc Lamont Hill official YouTube channel. We're here, not supposed to be here, but so much is going on in the world, especially with the Grammys. I'm like, what is going on? You know, Killer Mike, we just know earlier today was, or not even earlier today, I mean, less than an hour ago, was detained and potentially arrested by the police. We don't know yet. But this is a shocker. This is one of those situations where you don't expect it. It's unprecedented, in fact. Killer Mike, about 3 hours ago, 4 hours ago, 5 o'clock Eastern time, won the Grammy for Best Rap Album. A lot of people were very excited, very proud of Killer Mike, as we should be, because Mike came through with not just a Grammy Award for Best Rap Performance, but also a Best Rap Album, but also Best Rap Performance. Killer Mike came through and actually swept the Grammys for Best Rap Song, Best Rap Performance, and Best Rap Album. Scientists and Engineers with Andre 3000 was the song, but the album itself, Michael, it was an amazing album. I've been saying for a long time it was album of the year. I've been saying all year it's been album of the year. That album lived rent free in my head. Down by Law, the opening track, I play that joint so much I done ran a hole through it. So no shocker for me that Killer Mike won. And this is supposed to be the big moment for him. This is supposed to be the moment where the world watches and appreciates Killer Mike's career, Killer Mike's excellence, Killer Mike's talent. This is supposed to be the moment where people look up and say, you know what, we've been sleeping on this guy, even though he's been having amazing verses and everything from popping tags to, you know what I mean, to his own stuff, right? He just put out album after album after album of excellence, and the world's finally, he's having his crowning moment. But for some reason, a minute later, or minutes later, after winning his 3 Grammys and having the greatest moment of his career, this is what we end up seeing. This is what we get. We get Killer Mike being escorted in handcuffs through the crypto arena, used to be the Staples Center, walking through LA after his Grammy win. It's 3 Grammy wins, to be clear. And this is why we got to talk about this, yo. First of all, and I've been talking to people on the ground. I talk to people who are in the crypto arena. I talk to somebody who is sitting front row at the Grammys right now. It is not clear at all why he was arrested. One person has said, though, to me, and I haven't confirmed it with multiple sources, but at least, well, actually 2 people have said to me now that he was involved in some sort of altercation. But it seems that the altercation wasn't with another artist. It seems that the altercation wasn't with another person. It seemed that, according to my sources, that he had an altercation with a security officer or a police officer, and they are detaining him, and they are going to decide whether to let him go. Apparently, the police were pulled in, and they said, look, we're probably just going to hold you and let you go tonight. He probably won't get arrested. He probably won't get read his rights. He probably won't get charged. But that ain't the point. Look at this scene. This is the greatest night of this man's life. And instead of talking about his Grammy win, instead of talking about his career, instead of talking about that album that was one of the best rap albums I've heard in years, instead of talking about the fact that he is showing us that post 40, as he talked about in his speech, his third speech, post 40, you can do all kinds of amazing shit, and even in hip hop, is not over for you. Instead of any of that, we're trying to figure out why this black man was arrested, and that's the frustration. That's the frustration, because they don't do that to everybody. Let me tell you something. Will Smith at the Oscars stood up, walked up the stage, and slapped Chris Rock, and then sat down and watched the rest of the show. They didn't arrest him. They didn't arrest him. They didn't charge him. They didn't hold him. They didn't even write him a ticket. But hip-hop artists, I'm not saying Will Smith isn't a hip-hop artist. Fresh Prince is a hip-hop artist. Will Smith is a hip-hop artist. But he was there as a mainstream actor. And the Oscars is generally a white event. And they were much more worried about how it looked than anything else. And Will Smith was winning the big award. They cared about how it looked. But when it comes to Killer Mike, they care less about how it looks. They care less about arresting a rapper. As a matter of fact, they care so little about the rapper that they didn't even put the damn thing on TV. Can you imagine, as much as these white people steal our culture, steal our styles, steal our performances? You got Miley Cyrus right now doing some dope performance, but steeped in hip hop. Remember when she was twerking? What's my point? My point is, they steal hip hop, they exploit hip hop, they exploit rap, and then they marginalize it. Why is he getting an award at 5 o'clock when the room is halfway empty? Why are these things happening? And then after he gets the award, instead of letting him have a moment of success, instead of letting him have a moment of joy, instead of letting Killer Mike celebrate what he's doing, they carry him out in handcuffs. Again, if this is a white artist, do they carry him out in handcuffs? Do you know how many rock stars? And some of y'all don't go to award shows, and I get that. Some of y'all don't go to award shows. But when you go to these award shows, all kinds of stuff happens backstage. All kinds of stuff happens on the sidelines. People are always pushing. People are always pushing security and getting tussles with the staff. I'm not saying it's okay. What I am saying is they don't arrest them. You think if this is the Oscars, and Tom Hanks gets into a pushing match with security, they carry him out in handcuffs? No. The difference is Tom Hanks ain't an activist. Tom Hanks don't advocate for a different world. Now, let me be very clear. Me and Killer Mike have different politics on lots of things. Me and Killer Mike don't agree on some political thing. I didn't advocate his support in the governor of Georgia against Stacey Abrams. I don't advocate some of his other political positions, but the brother is a clear and powerful voice. That album had some clear and powerful messages of empowerment for Black people, especially young Black urban poor men. I'm not saying it's a conspiracy. I ain't on that type time today. I'm just saying it's very easy to dispose of us. It's very easy to dispose of Black men. It's very easy to take somebody in their greatest moment, what should be their greatest moment, and have them like this, walking out in handcuffs. Now, he took it like a G. People waving at him, people talking to him. He like, what up? He ain't complaining. You hear him? What up, what up, what up? That's how you're supposed to do it. If you're going to do it, that's how you do it. But that's wild. That's all I can say. It's wild to be arresting Killer Mike or detaining Killer Mike or handcuffing Killer Mike, because that's the image that's going to be imprinted on people's minds. People aren't going to be talking tomorrow about him sweeping the Grammys. They're going to be talking about the fact that he walked out in handcuffs. That's what's on Variety right now. That's what's on the Hollywood Reporter right now. That's what's in Twitter right now. That's what's, sadly, that's what we're talking about right now. I'm mad and I'm talking about it right now, but I had to, because I don't want this to be a missed opportunity. I don't want this to be a moment where we don't acknowledge the blatant disrespect, the blatant racism, the blatant mistreatment, double standards was the word I was looking for. The blatant double standard that we're now seeing. And now reports are coming in. You're absolutely right, full professor. And shout out for you being a full professor. That ain't no small thing. It's now being reported that it's a misdemeanor charge. Are we supposed to feel good about that? We're supposed to be happy that it's a misdemeanor charge? I'm not saying that to you, sister. I appreciate you giving us the info. But let me tell you something. People get misdemeanors all the time. You get a misdemeanor for having a joint in your pocket. You get a misdemeanor for jaywalking. You know what they don't do most of the time? In that kind of situation, get your handcuffs. He's in an arena. He's on national television. And they still want the perp walk. They still want the disrespect. They still want the humiliation. He ain't got warrants. He ain't catch a body. This ain't an outstanding charge. This is a humble that they could have let go. If there's a little scuffle, you pull him aside, you take him to the back, you say, yo, chill out here for a minute and come right back. But they don't do that. You know why they don't do it? Because they don't want to do it. This is the outcome they want. This is the image they want. And like I said, it may not be a conspiracy. It may not be, yo, let's make this dude look bad. The point is, they don't think about us in that way. They don't see us as human. If Sam Smith gets that award, not the rap award, but best album award, best song, whatever. I'm just, picking random white people, right? No disrespect to Sam Smith. I like Sam Smith. And then he gets into a scuffle with the security. You think he's getting carried out in handcuffs outside the crypto arena right now? I'm with you, Bullet the Bunny. We ain't even seen Trump in cuffs yet, but we seen Killer Mike in cuffs. Knock it off. Knock it off. I can't wait. I'm with you, Mike. I can't wait to hear Killer Mike speak to this. I can't wait to hear what he say back. I want them bars. Because Hums is right. This is a humiliation ritual. We're always being dehumanized and disrespected. And again, the fact that it happens on a day where rap category ain't even on TV says a lot. It gives you the full scope of our disrespect. They don't put us on TV, but they steal everything that we make from the category that's not on TV. And then they haul us off and arrest us afterward, or detain us, arrest us, whatever you want to call it. He in handcuffs and he caught a charge. Killer Mike don't catch charges. That's the crazy thing. He doesn't catch a charge, and then when he does catch a charge, it's on the greatest night of his life. I'm telling you, man. This is a humiliation ritual. I'm with you, Angel. All right, y'all. I ain't gonna keep y'all. I go back to watching the Grammys, but I needed to break this down for y'all, and I needed to talk about it because this is shameful, and the shame ain't on Killer Mike. Killer Mike, I got nothing to be ashamed of from what I can see. It's them. So we're gonna end this in the same way we started, not with Killer Mike in handcuffs. We're gonna end it with Killer Mike right here. Three trophies. We got with a little tech problem there for a hot second, but look, like I said, I'm gonna end it the way we started it. Killer Mike, not carried out in handcuffs, not embarrassed, but right there. 3 trophies. Best rap song, best rap performance, best rap album, a hip-hop legend, an undersung hero, a community activist, a courageous voice. Again, we ain't always gonna agree, but I tell you one thing, he's on our side. He love us, and we're gonna ride with him. So whatever happened, we're gonna find out. We're gonna complain. We're gonna protest. We're gonna do whatever we gotta do to get accountability for this thorough disrespect of our brother on his big night. All right, family, hit the like button if you rock with me. If you rock with this this post, also hit subscribe if you're not part of the family already. Hit that subscribe button and join the channel. Hit that bell so we know when we get new content coming out. And of course, if you're so inclined, hit the join button and become part of the Marc Lamont Hill official YouTube channel. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.